tried to capture the mood this morning a bit. We are, it's 4:30 or something, and we just woke up and had a cup of instant coffee. Yay! And what's the plan for the next hour?
Well, we're going to, I'm going to take some ginseng. We're going to use the public facilities one last time, and then we're going to haul out of here. There's still quite strong wind, but it's not as terribly strong as it was yesterday. So we're going to leave while it's still dark and hopefully catch the high tide, and it'll help us pull us through when we go through the lock into the North Sea. Yay!
We just hoisted the sails, which made the boat so much calmer. With the engine, it was like beating over the waves. And yeah, we have our wind steering vane steering us nicely on course down the coast of the Netherlands. And yeah, it was definitely tough to get through this small channel with the ground swell, shit like that. But yeah, it's pretty neat out here. And off we sail into our first night at sea. It's not so windy, so we're motor sailing at the moment, which is really annoying. But we have to get through this very narrow channel here. And yeah, there's quite a lot of commercial traffic, so we have to get around that. And yeah, that's what we're currently doing. It's getting dark, and hopefully it doesn't rain, even though it's really overcast. I'm sure it'll be fine though.
All right, so we just passed the French border on the map, but we're zoomed a bit, so we might not actually have passed it, but on the map we passed it. So what time is it? It's 9:15. I just woke up from a nice nap and had some coffee. So I had the really late or very early shift. I got on at 4 a.m. and it was quite nice. There was no wind at all, so we floated around at about it started out as 2 knots, and toward the end about half a knot of speed through the water, complete darkness. I saw beautiful stars for about 5 minutes. The rest of the time the sky has been completely white and overcast, and we saw some of these this phosphorescent algae. So we saw the glowing algae, which was pretty cool. I didn't even realize it was the glowing algae. I looked in the cabin and I thought Thomas was awake, so I was like, Thomas, what are you doing? He's like sleeping, because the whole cabin looked like it was illuminated from our little windows on the side. Our little port lights were glowing. Yeah, so that was pretty neat. And then the sun came up and I went to sleep, and it was nice. I was a bit tired and a bit grumpy, but yeah, I feel better now. And what has occurred this morning since I've been sleeping?
This morning we figured out that we can only make it to Calais, France today, and not round the Cape to Boulogne-sur-Mer.
Hey, we could. It wouldn't be very fun.
Nah, especially since the wind is coming from the southwest and we have to head southwest. So yeah, currently we're motor sailing again. I think I've said this yesterday too, and yeah, too much motoring. But yeah, the thing with Calais is the harbor entrance gates only open 2 hours prior and after high water. So we have to make it there in time, which I will have to calculate now, but I think we are going to make it if we have the engine running at half speed with our sails up. Yeah, and Calais is a pretty busy port, lots of ferries that cross over to Dover, and yeah, you have to obey all the traffic signals and rules and so on, and yeah, not be in the way with your leisure craft.
Alright, it's time to find our French flag. Look in our magical flag box. Bahamas. Don't need that one. America, we definitely don't need that one. Barbados. We don't need that one. Belgium. We don't need that one. We actually skipped over putting up the Belgian flag because, well, it was nighttime and we didn't touch land, but we can hoist it on our way back. Grenada. Don't need that one. Cabo Verde. We don't need that one. British Virgin Islands. We don't need that one. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We don't need that. Red insignia. We're not going to England. Cupid. France. I have found France. France. Yay. Let's go ahead and hoist France. If you look out on the water here, very theoretically, there's England. You can tell it's England because it's you know, it's white and it's cloudy, and yeah. And there's France. You can tell because yeah, it's right there. All right, so change of plans. As you can probably actually not see behind me, that's Calais. We were going to go to Calais and spend the night there and leave for high tide in the morning, which would be also really early. However, the weather has changed and we'd been motoring for a ridiculously long time, and the report said that wind was starting, and sure enough, we have wind. We have some good wind for the next night, and tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day, 23 degrees and sunny with some wind, and then it's supposed to get some high winds tomorrow evening, and then it's supposed to die off until Thursday. So we started this trip yesterday at 4 a.m. and we've been sailing all night, and it's now, I guess, about 1:30, I think. I'm not sure. And we're going to go for another night under sail.
So we're attempting to cross a ferry traffic lane between Calais and Dover in fog and with current against us. But it'll be great! Yay! So we made it through the traffic zone in the Strait of Dover, and Christy did an amazing job at steering us through there. That was super brave. I wasn't that brave. So, yeah, that was awesome. Really cool. And now we're on the other side. The Strait of Dover is separated by ferries that transfer from Calais, France to Dover, UK. And they're really fast. They knock down there with 13 knots. And we, against the tide, or against the current, were, I don't know, between 2 and 4 knots. So it's like you have to time your approach through that. Anyway, we're on the other side. It looks really pretty now. This is the coast of France here. It's a bit foggy, but it lights up ahead.
Supplies?
Very well supplied. You look very professional.
Thanks. But I sink right now. I don't think I can swim in this beautiful outfit.
I've heard that it's better to keep the clothes on if you fall in. Just so you know.
I'll try to not take them off in mid-fall.
Okay.
After 56 hours at sea, we are approaching a harbor, and we're going to at least spend one night at the harbor, possibly two, so that we can shower, and touching land will be very weird. This place is called Dieppe. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly because I don't speak French, so hopefully that's right. And yeah, so we should be there in 45 minutes, even though it looks like it's so close. It's really not. towards the Dieppe. And yeah, everything is a bit wobbly. No one else seems to be feeling it, but it's definitely there. And I don't know, the whole town kind of smells like sausage, and we're waiting for the harbor master to open so we can get our first shower in a very long time.
What's this for a beach?
I have no idea.
It's Dieppe Beach.
Dieppe Beach. They probably don't call it a beach.
Yay! We arrived
Yay!
and showered.
And now we're going to look for some quick junk food, maybe. Yeah, there's some weird souvenir shops, like a carnival setup going on here. I just realized I'm talking very quietly. Yeah, so hopefully we find something good to eat.
Yay!